Good people, what's up? What's good? It's your boy Caleb Smith. We tuned in again for another episode. I got Josh in the building, Ikea. How y'all feeling?
Blessed and highly favored.
I feel funny because my clap was just weak as fuck.
Nah, it's all good, bro. Hey,
We
here.
That shit was little as fuck.
Nah,
okay.
it was
perfect.
I'm
glad to be around y'all today, man.
I'm happy
y'all
to
done
see y'all
changed
too.
my day.
We here, man. Josh been through some things just on the way trying to get here. Ikea came back from Jamaica.
Man.
How was the trip?
We was outside.
Yo, she had the
We
block
see that she
hot
was
on social media, Josh.
We see. Who
Hot
you were
on social media,
celebrating
bro.
one of your friends' birthdays?
2 birthdays.
Two
Shout out
birthdays?
to
Oh, yeah. Y'all had a lot to
Gabby and
celebrate.
Sal. Y'all looked so good out there in Jamaica.
Ikea, bro.
We love to see it.
Hey, when you post pictures like that, you got to be prepared for everything that's going to come with it, bro.
Don't slide in my
DMs.
DMs.
Hey, tell them.
Don't text
Because look,
me.
hey, we spoke about this on Tuesday night. What you got to tell the people?
What I ask other people?
No more DMs.
Oh, yeah.
PSA.
Don't DM me. I said this in the last episode, the relationship episode. I don't want nobody. I'm good, G. We holding it down all year.
What if I'm DMing you because I want to be your friend?
You turning down friendships because you trying
Are
to
the
be too
DMs
cool.
still open for that?
No.
No.
Actually, I think I'm going to close them.
No new friends.
None?
No.
So you can miss out on a potential opportunity.
It is
all
what
that stuff.
it is. 2021.
Okay.
We outside.
Yeah.
She said it.
2021?
She said
Yo,
it.
if we make it through 2020.
Talking about that, you know the flight
Segue.
prices are dropping because of
The coronavirus.
The Roni, bro.
this nigga made
People gonna hate you.
like he done made a whole Doroni like.
Bruh, even the fact that we just laughed after introducing the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hey, it's
No,
a
it's
serious
serious.
thing, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's really serious. But do you guys think that our lives should stop somewhat because of this? Like, when it comes to traveling, you know, all that stuff. Because I remember even talking to Peasy, shout out to Peasy as well, sound engineer, with, you know, just trying to go out to eat. Like, if you want to go get hibachi or something, is it like, should I even go do that? Is it possible to get the coronavirus? Like, it's everywhere.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Ain't shit finna change this show. I'm finna do everything that I was doing before.
You gonna keep living?
Yo, I washed my hands before.
That's
keep
real.
washing my hands.
That's real.
Like,
That's
really,
real.
if the
That's
NBA
real.
wasn't shutting down games, I'd
Yeah.
still be at the games.
You still be at the Hawks games?
Still gonna go to concerts. If
Yeah.
the concerts stay open. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't live in fear.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's real.
bland as like cliche as that is, you just really
It's true.
can't. Because like, the way shit's transferring, like, you can do everything in the world to like try and prevent it. But if it catch you, it catch you. And you're just gonna be looking pissed.
Yeah, that's true. It's just being paranoid too. Like, it's everywhere. You'll get a notification on your phone like every 10 minutes about like a new article, like the corona's this, is that. And I get it. It's just at the same time, it's just scary too because I don't want for it to get to the point that we can't even live our lives, but if school is being shut down, like Creekside, Bear Creek, it's in Fulton County. A person just died today in Georgia, I think, who had it. So people are dying, but it's the elderly that's really dying from the, you know, from the reports, and it's not really our age group, our demographic. But I don't even want to take that chance though, because I'm not trying to get sick.
I think so. You saying you don't want to be outside? You
No.
outside right now.
I'm saying like I want to keep living. I'm saying that I don't want for it to get to the point where everything gets quarantined almost.
I think if anything, if we were to do something like we should quarantine for a few weeks and then return back to normal.
Yeah.
But this messes with my money because I
'cause-
work. Like,
And the tips.
yeah, like
Facts.
people not gonna want to come outside.
Especially at a place where like when y'all give people drinks, y'all not giving people drinks in a paper cup.
That's
Y'all
what
using
I'm
glasses
saying.
that, you
I
know,
didn't think about that.
glasses. So people gonna be like, oh shit, like if it
I
ain't
don't
disposable,
wanna,
don't
that's
give
what
that
I'm
shit to me.
saying.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, for one, this is definitely messing up the economy.
Mm-hmm.
Like the economy is going crazy right now.
Facts. Even when I went to go get my iPhone, I had to go to a separate store after the first store.
You lying?
AT&T was like, yeah, we don't have no more iPhone 11, so we're not getting no more shipments for as far as we can see. You know what I'm saying? You have to order it offline. I'm like, what?
And then if you order offline, it's gonna take a long time. 'Cause
Exactly.
Where is it coming
And
from?
it's coming from out the country. How y'all feel about Trump? Trump just banned travel from Europe to America
He should have
starting
been
Friday.
did that. He should have been did that.
Yeah.
And then you didn't even ban China.
Yeah. But because of
China
what
isn't in Europe, huh?
No.
That's crazy.
Asia.
Whole different continent.
But also, it's going, like, a lot of the reports that I have seen, they haven't been talking about how China is getting better slowly. But how you talked about the quarantining, like, while they did it very extremely, like, niggas really wasn't allowed outside.
Nah,
That's
bro.
why I feel like
It works though.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this might be propaganda. Like it might really
Conspiracy
be.
theory K.
Dun, 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 dun.
Like it really
Hey, give
might.
your take.
No, I'm telling you, it really
Yeah.
might be like serious. Like
Yeah.
I'm not taking away people. Like we said, people are dying.
Yeah.
But in the same token, the media is supposed to put things into context. So, like we were talking before, it could either be way more serious than we think, or it could be less serious. Like it could be to the point where it's not as deep as we think it is. It's just something that's being portrayed.
Yeah.
It's being
That's
spewed onto us. You gotta think about every time we get online.
You're seeing it everywhere. Instagram,
Corona.
Google.
And it doesn't make it any better that
Yeah.
black people making jokes about it.
We make jokes out of anything, bro.
I was just about to say, like, even like the first week of 2020, when all the like World War III jokes,
Yeah.
bruh, like
People
what is
make
wrong
jokes.
with
And
what
bro,
is
it
wrong with
was
this?
people actually going
To
like,
war.
fam,
Like people make
this
jokes.
is real. It's real.
So that's why I was like, in this time
Hey, but
right
the jokes
now.
be funny as fuck.
It is. So, do y'all think that sometimes we can be too funny sometimes? Like not
He's
not
laughing.
yeah, like you feel what I'm saying? Cuz
Bruh, yeah, cause like I just even think like back in school, like when the teacher would get mad, you just be
just
laughing.
start laughing. Bro,
Just
like
make it all worse.
We don't take anything serious until it's you and then you want to be in the corner
But
crying cuz that's how it goes
There's
every
this
time.
boy, he out of New York. He said that his name D1 Pop, and he was just like, I'm not gonna take it serious until one of the homies get it.
And then if the
Then
homies
it's
get
like,
it-
what if the homie? But
Where's
I
the homie
mean,
hanging out with you when you got it?
but
Fan.
stupid. But I mean, this just puts it into context for me because there's diseases that come out all the time. But people have HIV. People walk.
I told PZ that same thing, and I don't even think you probably like in the bathroom or something. But I said that Ikea, like here in Atlanta, like people still be raw dogging, and people have HIV.
And like it's that's a serious like
Especially here.
that's an epidemic.
Atlanta's like a
That's
third
something-
world country when it comes to
That's
HIV.
something we're gonna talk about in May since they don't
Yeah.
want to talk about sex right now.
Ikea was ready.
No, we want to
Because
talk about.
we're gonna
it.
talk about it when we do. We're gonna have facts. We're gonna bring.
Yeah.
We might bring a few people. Call
Yeah,
a few
of course.
people.
Yeah,
in.
May's
Might
gonna
even have a
be huge.
sexologist, huh?
Yeah, but like, it's so much things that are going on. Like, I don't want to deter from this. Really, could be a serious issue, but
Yeah.
I don't think we should stop living our lives. Like, I'm not going to be inside. I'm outside. I'm outside.
Yo,
I'm
I'm
Really?
outside.
I feel it.
Yo, I saw this tweet yesterday when he was like, "You gonna die in front of the Eiffel?
Oh,
or
you
you gonna
gonna
die
die?
on I-20?" And I was like, "Yo,
I'm going to the Eiffel. No, I'm not. I'm
Fuck
not going to the Eiffel.
yo."
I'm
But I was
good.
gonna say, like, it just reminded me of that future Instagram.
Oh,
post.
are you gonna cry?
You gonna cry in the
Oh, you
Phantom?
gonna cry?
They gonna cry in that Nissan.
That's
And
real.
I'm crying in that Phantom.
Yeah.
I'm dying in the Phantom. I'm dying in front of the Eiffel. I'm not dying, period. Dog.
But-
I'm not speaking that.
But what's crazy is like they say when you die, you cannot take like a U-Haul truck with you. So even if you did have all that stuff with you, when you're dead, you're dead.
Facts.
So I mean, I get trying to live because I'm still gonna be outside, like what Ikea said. But
Just sometimes. Not all the
but
time.
just sometimes, not all the time. And really, you know, even like now, like I know like everybody around here is super clean. But like in public, like when I see people, what's up? Like that's
But it doesn't even matter. There's no look to it.
No,
Like,
but that's
Anything,
my point.
Like I could
That's my point.
anybody. It's
Facts.
not
That's
a
my
look.
point.
And
Like,
really, anybody
that's-
who's walked through this room,
Room,
in the past
yeah.
like week,
Yeah,
there's-
like
there's
all their
no-
germs.
That's what I'm
and,
saying. There's no look to it, so
Yeah.
that's why it makes
to take
it.
L's, bro.
Yeah, that's why it's making it to the point where it's so big because you don't know who got it.
mm-hmm.
But at the same token, it's like, am I going to not live?
Yo, I'm laughing because I'm over here just thinking how we were just talking about we never take things seriously. And I'm just like, nah, at least it's not a zombie apocalypse, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, damn, what's wrong? Like, what's wrong
We
with
don't
me?
care, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But I really was scared, like, low-key at first. I was like, damn, let's see what really happens, like, afterwards. Like,
It's crazy,
I'm a big
man.
fan of Walking Dead, so, you know.
I think
Josh
after,
really wants to see that happen in real
I
life.
don't want to see that shit happen,
I
but I will be
think
prepared.
After the
Yeah.
NBA shutting down, I think
It
that's
got
when
real.
people was
Tom
like,
Hanks
yeah,
in the
I
same
think
night.
that's when people were like, oh, this is
It's real.
South by Southwest.
Yeah, bro, that's shutting down.
And even
Got
that
canceled.
itself, how you're talking about the economy, that fucked up so many, like people like me who, like, get paid off of invoices and appearing places and doing things like
Artists.
I didn't even
this.
think about that, bro.
Like, that's a whole, like, huge bag that's gone. You know what I'm saying? You meant, because the thing about South by, it's kind of like A3C. Like, you can, like, plan your own show and be a part of South by
Wow.
without being, like, someone
Part
who
of it.
South by is like, hey, we fuck with you.
Yeah.
Like, you can just, you know, come up. Like,
But honestly, they're shutting down a lot of stuff.
Yo,
Schools.
I'm hoping that Dreamville stays open. I got my tickets to Dreamville.
When is that scheduled?
May?
It's the first weekend of April.
April.
It's
First
in
weekend of April. That's
dangerous
kind of close.
territory.
That's
I'm
super
probably gonna
close.
know. We're probably gonna know in the next 2 weeks.
They're probably gonna shut it down.
Yeah,
I think they're going to shut it down.
I think everything should be shut down until around May, possibly, just to give it a month of trying to figure all that out. Because I think first weekend of April is a little early. It's a little early.
Especially because festivals, like, it's people coming from all across the country.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what makes it weird. Like, if, like, Bandwidth hosted an event right now, it'll be local. It's not really going crazy in Georgia right now. So people are not going to be scared. But if it's people coming from all across the country.
In the world.
And
I mean, Dreamville is huge.
Exactly.
From the world.
Just think about people in Europe who bought their Dreamville tickets.
That's what I'm saying.
Even
Josh.
if the coronavirus, you know, dies down,
You can still have
he
it.
did a 30-day ban. So, the Friday, what's the date this weekend? 13th?
Yeah.
Today's the 12th?
14th
Tomorrow's the
will be
13th?
Saturday.
So you got basically to the middle of April. It's too late.
I'm at Ikea just pressed home.
I believe in God, so you know.
Yeah. But
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say.
exists.
With the
Does what?
you said until
Disease.
May.
I said, you know, they
I
still
thought he
exist.
said, "Does Jesus exist?"
Nah, why would I take that turn?
So
Why would I take that turn for no reason?
You see my head?
Why would I take that turn? Just go off
Ikea was about
subject.
to be like, yo.
She was ready. Shit, don't talk about my
Are we,
God.
are we really talking about
Yeah.
that?
I believe in the Lord. I believe in the
Yo,
Lord.
she snapped
Ikea
for
ready
real.
today. What were you saying, though, Josh? For
I was
rudely
saying-
interrupting.
No cap.
Ikea, wow,
No
bro.
cap. You know how you said
Try to put that
until
on
May?
me.
People gotta graduate, bro. Like even
That's
Alexa,
what we were talking about.
Alexa walks on the 7th, and I'm just
They shut down
Mm.
classes at Georgia State.
they haven't.
Yeah.
But I got a feeling it's
It's
coming.
only a matter
New
of time.
York, they did it.
Spring break is next
Morehouse.
week though.
AUC, they just shut down.
They
I
just
think a
shut
lot
it
of
down.
them are gonna be shutting down. Like
After
they're gonna
spring
send
break.
once people go on spring break, they're gonna be like, don't come back because they go on all these like. What do you do for spring break? What do you do on a regular weekend at IKEA?
Travel.
Travel.
Jamaica.
Travel.
Dubai.
I thought he was about to ask me what I went last
Bali.
year.
No. What you do? Period. Like it don't. It's spring break. It don't matter. You gonna travel. So all the kids like you who want to be like K
yeah, that's
Trizzle,
true.
they're gonna be traveling all across
That's
the
real.
country. You can't
It's
have
getting
them
shut
come back.
down.
I just feel bad for like these international kids that they don't know. They have to
Might
go.
not
People who
be
live
able
on
to go back
campus,
home.
period.
Go home.
People
Especially
who live on campus.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think about
Who like
that.
they go to a school that's like 4 hours away from where they live. Who may not even have a home for real.
It's gonna be.
Gosh.
I just can't like.
Wow.
It's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Yeah. And I wish that they were
It's
like.
weird.
I hope that whatever measures that these institutions take, I hope that
They're protecting their kids.
they protect everyone who's affected. You know, if you say you can't go to school and you can't go to work, I hope that there's some form. Maybe you send like letters to the people who's like housing
I heard
who
about
work
that.
there. Make sure that they don't have to pay rent that month.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Like I hope that that doesn't affect people who are living on a month-to-month basis. And I also hope that it doesn't affect like students who are stuck at a school that's shut down. Like maybe provide some type of extra help.
Something got to shake, bro. Because my mom, she told me, if you guys are out there, fact check it. But in Italy right now, since everything is shut down, that people's housing bills, everything is shut down right
It
now.
is.
Yeah,
So
I have a homegirl that she live in Italy.
And that makes
I was
sense.
asking, I said, "Are you okay?" She was like, "They can't like go outside, basically."
at all.
And then like the mortgages that going to get groceries, they're having people like walk in like in between each other.
Man.
Like it's in Italy, it's serious.
Yeah.
It's
Italy's
like,
getting fucked.
Because it was like
it's
100,000 people who were infected, or it was like
I
around
don't
that
know.
range.
I just know
Yo,
it's serious.
that's
out there.
wild. It's just, I knew Josh, like, even when I first heard about it, y'all. Like, when I first heard about it, when people were talking about, oh, they're eating bat soup, all that stuff. Even if all that stuff is true, the moment that I heard about it, I was like, it's going to be over here in no time because of flights. Like, I don't think people understand that now diseases spread way faster. Because you can be in China one day and be in a different continent the next, and then in the States the next. And then before you know it, you've
And
already
then
touched.
since it's like airborne.
Right. So, and then at an airport, you don't know where these people are coming from. So then you give it to that person brings it to that person, and then their cities, their towns. Like, it's crazy how it even got in Fulton County. Like, that's wild. But then Atlanta has one of the busiest airports in the world.
And that's
so,
the thing. If it's in Fulton, it's gone through Clayton County.
there you go.
Like anyone who's in Atlanta, who travels from outside of Atlanta, if they come from a plane, they went through Clayton County.
Yeah.
So like even as you have people popping up in the like country areas of Georgia now,
Mm-hmm.
it's just like damn, how that happened.
Yeah.
Like, it's interesting.
Yeah.
I think it's wild as fuck that the CDC has to tell people to wash their hands. Like I've heard so many people, like, even in high school, like,
corona.
niggas don't wash their hands.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Ew.
Yeah, bro.
I heard someone be like, bro, everything that's already out there, like, it don't matter. And I'm like,
It don't
what?
matter.
Like, someone in high school told me that, like, bro, it don't matter if you wash your hands now. As soon as you touch that door, like, you're fucked. Like, it don't matter. So just
Still wash it, bro.
So he didn't wash his hands.
So
like,
you just want to keep stacking dirt on top of
Dirty,
dirt. You don't want to
stinking
just
boy.
get
Yeah.
it, K-Trizzle.
Yo, this is wild. So, Ikea, when you were in Jamaica, were you even thinking about that? Like, yo, I might even get this. I might contract it.
You
I'm
asking the
living.
wrong person.
She living. She living.
No. If I have it, I mean.
It is what it is.
Facts, because I will say,
Sorry, guys.
as much
Nah,
as I'm
nah,
talking,
you-
like, if I even show symptoms, I'm a self-quarantine because I'm not an asshole. Like, if I think that I have it, like, I'm a quarantine just so nobody else can get it.
Rudy
and I hope
Gobert.
that people, just do that. If you,
When I was in Jamaica, I wasn't worried.
You
I
just
guess
focus
it
on
is.
living.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
And this is really not even trying to be funny. If somebody gets it, or if it's meant to be, like it's meant to be.
It is
That's
what
the type
it
of
is.
person I am, though.
It is what
And
it is.
people aren't dying. Like, younger, it's really like the younger people are not dying from it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if we do start, I hope that we do get proper medications. I hope that we are able to quarantine ourselves. Because, you know, if you think about it, there's not a lot of hospitals in Atlanta.
right, even when you think about, like,
It's not a lot of hospitals. So it's like you
if even
test.
tested.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You go get tested, and then say you do. Then they got to automatically quarantine you. Then you got to.
Because even if you're going to these places to get tested, you're probably going to get, if you don't have it, you're probably going to get it just going to get tested, you know? I don't want to dispel that because I'm not a medical professional, and I don't want y'all to take my word. If y'all listen to me for medical advice,
Yeah. But,
y'all need help because I ain't that.
hey, you just speaking, though. You just
Thanks.
talking. I don't know, man. It's very, very strange, though. That's my only thing.
I want to
It's
talk
very
about,
strange.
like, where it came from a little bit.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Hey, please do, because I think that people, like, they have that mixed up. Like, people
What
think,
is the origin, though?
Yeah.
No one really knows the
Right.
origin.
We
But
know.
I will say this.
Yeah.
So I was talking to a chemist friend of mine. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? My mother's
Slight
friend.
flex.
You know,
And
connected.
your mom, she has her doctorate, right?
Yeah.
So,
Organic chemistry is a doctorate. You know.
drop
what
it
I'm
on him, Josh.
saying?
Genius.
You know,
Genius.
both my parents got PhDs. I ain't going that route, but
But
hey,
still.
come
Genius.
from some cool people, I guess. But yeah, I asked her why do these major outbreaks like SARS, like why do they originate in China, like what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying that a lot of it, like, it doesn't even really have to do with like what people do. It's something that people do, but like as we get closer and closer to tearing down like natural ecosystems that don't involve us,
Mm-hmm.
like different things are gonna start coming out of those ecosystems that we were never exposed to.
Wow.
And I've also heard like in previous like biology classes and shit,
Mhm.
like deforestation is eventually gonna fuck up like, you know, the
The
environment
atmosphere.
and shit that's trapped under the earth, that's
Starts
been under the
coming out.
earth for a while. Hey, we're gonna start like, I think this is just a teaser of what's to come.
Whew.
Not necessarily next year. I don't like
Yeah.
fear mongering or
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
But like decades from now, like there's gonna be like it's just gonna happen as we continue to live and evolve.
I mean, there's
in the
something
world.
all the time.
Yeah, it just
That's-
happens. Like
Every
disease,
year.
there's new shit.
Ebola.
You know.
I'm like,
swine
it's
flu
something
a few years ago.
every.
Yo,
sing-
swine flu. I remember that shit. That shit was. I was scared as fuck in sixth grade. I was like,
I remember
damn,
that.
I hope I don't catch swine flu.
That's
Yeah. Nah, for real.
It's something every year.
Man, it's just it's crazy in this society now because it's something every single month. It's something like it's a
like
disease.
2020 period.
2020
In
was supposed to
life.
be our year.
It still is.
It's supposed
Supposed to
to
be
is.
our year.
It still is.
It's-
It's just you know all the outside things, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I just don't understand how in 2020, 2019, hey, even after 2000, that there's all these new diseases every single year, and it's like
But that's
CDC.
why. Because like we keep fucking up like the world
The
around us.
world.
Mm.
So the world is a living thing. Like
And that's what people don't understand.
so the
You
living
gotta
thing.
take care of your world.
Exactly.
Living
Like
mechanism.
just how this table can carry like a virus if it's not clean. The earth is a living thing. We're talking about passing the virus on to each other. We're not even caring about
So
fucking earth.
I have a
And, you
question
know,
then, Josh. I've heard this theory, and it actually sounds pretty smart. So, since the Earth is a very living thing, right? What if it is fighting back its bacteria, which could be us? No,
I've heard that shit before too.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Straight
can-
up.
a lot of
Straight up.
because really, I forget in biology there's like a difference between bacteria and viruses, and I wonder if we're
Y'all
closer
are
to a
giving me
virus.
scientists right now.
Hell
Not
yeah.
just
Not because
love
like
it.
bacteria
Hey,
is easy as
just
fuck to
try it.
kill.
He
Like
said the world is fighting
Us.
We could be the virus of the earth. Like, I've heard multiple times that we're like parasites.
Because here's the thing, Josh. If we're constantly building like the oil rigs,
constantly
fossil
drilling
fuels,
stuff, draining.
deforestation, then wouldn't it, as something that's living, like if you had something inside of your body, it would fight it back. So when it comes to all these different diseases every single year, is it just the earth itself fighting back? Because my thing is, there should be no reason why we should have diseases like this every year, bro. And then I know that there isn't too much, history or research on our history of like African black people, but you can't tell me that they were going through all this every year. You can't, bro. Cause like, bro, they were living for a long time.
It shows how times have changed, though. Like times where people were like respectful of the earth, and now like
took care of it.
Oh, so y'all think it's the
now
earth?
it's a resource.
So y'all think it's?
I think it is because honestly,
where else would it like?
Yeah.
If someone's not making it in a lab, it's coming from like it's natural.
Or even if somebody is making it in a lab, the fact that it can spread so quickly shows that there's something in the earth to make it spread so quickly, right?
Hey, Ikea, what's your hot take?
Climate
Because you look like you got. You
She
look like
chilling.
You got
I don't have
Professor Ikea, what's
I
up?
don't have nothing to say.
What you
I
think?
said what I had to say.
She said.
She said, I said what I said.
I'm
I'ma be outside.
I believe in God. Like, I don't.
That's another bar.
Facts. I do hope that everyone finds good information and stays safe.
Yeah.
Because, just, treat yourself
Because
well out
it's
here.
just really.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Like I said,
out
the
here,
media
man.
really just harps on a lot of stuff. And it could be very serious, but I'm not going to wake up every day and just be like, I'm about to
You're not trying to be paranoid.
Yeah. Paranoia could kill somebody.
Bro,
Easily.
It's, even with coronavirus, there was one day
Like-
last week.
Easily.
Last weekend, I was just like, I had done some work, and it was like 1 a.m. And I found myself just like on Google, like article after article after
Paranoia.
article, and I was like, bro, what am I doing?
That's
bro?
what I
That's
said,
like when people
corona,
have
corona.
people
It's
have
scary.
like a sickness or something. I know a lot of girls, especially. We get on Google and we Googling symptoms,
Oh, that should fuck you up.
and you
You
be
start
like,
thinking that
never-
you're about to
"You
die tomorrow.
know, bitch,
Never-
this is
never
what I
self-diagnose.
got."
Never
You start thinking
self-diagnosed.
that you're about to die,
And
bro.
then so paranoia would make you so scared to the point where you don't want to. That's a crippling factor.
Facts.
So that's why I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and be scared about it.
Yeah.
Facts. I think that's one thing that we can say as like non-medical experts is like, don't let any of these things push you to a point of fear that make you do crazy shit.
Like, you should
Like-
definitely take precautions. That's something that everybody should be doing. Whatever, they say that we're supposed to be doing, let's try to do that. Let's try to get to the point where, because we want this to go away.
Yeah.
And this is not something that we want to wake up in the summertime and it's still around. We want to get rid of it.
We want
So-
to have this talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever precautions
Yeah.
that we are to do, like, you should start doing. But at the same time, I don't think that you should stop. Like,
Stop living your life.
if they tell us we gotta stay inside, that's different.
No, facts. Well, if there's else we gotta stay inside,
Yeah,
I'm
like,
gonna stay inside.
if the
man.
world, they're like, okay, it's a shutdown, you can't go anywhere, then that's completely a different story. But as of right now,
It's crazy
I'm
though
not
because
going to
it's
not-
like
I'm not gonna not go eat. I'm
Yeah.
not going to
You still
not
wanna
go
live.
to the gym.
you still want to live.
Like, there's
I
definitely
get
certain things that we should not be doing. Or
I get it.
I mean, even if traveling, there's some people don't feel like they should be traveling right now. That's definitely understandable because it is going. It is.
Like
they're
tight
saying it's
spaces
traveling.
and-
Yeah, it's
Yo.
traveling. But
You right, Ikea.
I'm not gonna stop doing it.
Yeah, because I mean, even with travel, because I remember last year when I studied abroad, it was during the same exact time, right? So I'm like, what about the people who paid their money to study abroad?
You're stuck.
No, I'm saying, but
Stuck like Chuck.
but think about it.
Because it's gonna be
States,
canceled.
yeah, because states spring break is next week, right, Josh?
Yep.
So what if they already paid their money and it's like, oh, I'm going to Cuba to go study abroad, and that's your class credit. You feel me? And then last year for me, that was my senior year, spring semester, and I was to the point that I only had to take like 3 classes.
Not even just that.
So
what about the
you lose your
kids that
credits.
are over there right now doing study abroad?
already, oh yeah, that's dang.
Like, I'm praying for a return
Goodness
for
gracious,
anybody
man.
who might be stuck. Or
Right.
Not even just stuck. If you are over there and you feel like your life is in danger.
You
Like,
start getting scared.
yeah, that's a different.
Yo,
that's a whole
it's-
different narrative when you start thinking about it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, for certain people,
Yeah.
traveling might be the one. Because I know even for me, if anything, my fear was not like catching or anything. My fear was just, damn, what if they shut down
And you stuck.
traveling and I'm stuck in Jamaica,
And that's
or
that.
I'm stuck wherever I'm at and I
That's
can't
that.
go home.
Hey, that's real.
You like, damn, like, how am I gonna work? How am I gonna pay my bills? How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? Like, you start thinking about other things, like, fuck, I don't want to be stuck over here. Go home.
And then, I mean, people's jobs as well. Like, if a person works an hourly job, or even, you know, people that work salary jobs, all that stuff gets affected now. Because now some people can't even pull up to the job. I mean, all of our lives.
I'm like, damn, I hope somebody at the bar.
All our lives. Yeah, it gives a tip.
I got some bills to pay.
Nah, for real. And see, and we already know America has a long history of this, but it's just we have to come up with a system or something in the meantime to make sure that, because most people live paycheck to paycheck. So America needs to stop being so capitalist and think for a second, how can you help everybody?
Like Italy and cut off bills for a month?
Yeah, because they're
not gonna do
it. Which shows you how crazy that is. How do you expect, with the stock market being down, with some people not even being able to go to work, that you still want bills to be paid, you still want all the stuff to still be paid.
Some businesses
small businesses
are like suffering because a lot of people do outsourcing from out the country.
Services
They can't get their stuff.
TPZ, I think we need that drop.
Man, legend.
Why does the fuck do you remember
Legend.
I think we needed that shit.
Legend.
Like, so it's affecting a lot. I think the reason why they took so long to even like shut down stuff that was definitely for the economy. But if anything, I could say we just gotta stay tuned.
Got to.
Stay.
We don't know what's next. If you believe in a God, start praying. Do all the stuff that you have to do, the precautions that you have to do, but don't live in fear.
That's the biggest thing.
That's the biggest like thing.
You can't be afraid.
Yeah. Other than the actual like virus that's going around, the biggest enemy is fear. Because like fear, like even how we're talking about,
your mind.
Yeah, even how we're talking about all the accidents we've seen.
Yeah,
like that's crazy.
People driving crazy.
Because Atlanta's already bad traffic wise, but if you like,
you can't be afraid.
If you're not stable because you're afraid, then you know that you need to take a step back.
People in the stores fighting over.
Yo, you're not gonna. Food. Yo, if you see any
not
of
even
us
just
on
food,
the ground,
they fighting over hand sanitizers. Like,
yo, I saw this article yesterday speaking on hand sanitizer. True story. They said that certain people have been able to sell hand sanitizer for $200, bro.
I need to go right up. People selling.
I'm ready. I hate to be like. I was just about to talk about how the media is basically like making hella money off of this shit.
Yeah.
Because like all
that's
the
a good
ads,
perspective. I
all
didn't
the
think about
ads that they're selling. Because what is probably the most searched thing on Google right now is probably
Corona.
Not probably. Yeah, you already know what it is.
Corona.
Everyone who has a link right there. Damn, now we got a coronavirus episode. We're part of the problem. We're part of the fucking problem. Well, nah, we're not.
They played us, bro.
Yeah, we played ourselves.
Yeah, damn.
In the words of DJ Khaled, you know what I'm saying?
It happened.
Hey, but we're just trying to inform people, you know?
Yeah.
We're not saying like, hey, we're not selling ads on you right now. This is an adless episode.
It is.
Hey.
The ads about to start coming in, so just be ready for that.
This episode is just truly just about, this is a conversation about the Rona.
Yeah, the Roni.
Y'all was talking about me. You done gave it a nickname.
That's what you called it, the Rona.
The Rona, the Roni.
Stay safe, y'all.
Stay safe. Stay clean.
Stay clean.
Wash your hands.
Keep your mind clean.
Wash your body.
Stay clear.
Yeah, for real, man. And too, Josh, Ikea, like what y'all said, biggest thing is just staying positive, not being overly paranoid where you aren't even living anymore. Because, I mean, we can still be paranoid and it still happens to you. So.
Just know we outside.
Facts.
Dang.
And even if we don't go out, if we're forced to not go outside, and we got these phones, we need to, all these group chats, everything need to be popping off.
I'm inside creating businesses.
You know, hey.
I'm gonna be inside trying to figure out.
If you've been looking a way to start that gig economy job, this
is the time.
And yo, honestly, this might even connect to the next episode.
I'm telling y'all, this is literally about to be my time.
Oh, yeah.
About to be inside.
Hey, because.
Start that blog, start that channel.
Nah, for real, you can start it right then, because I think this might actually segue to the next one. Because this can start teaching people it's always good to have like your own source of income because you never know what could happen. Like markets, they could crash.
That's
jobs,
a fact.
all that stuff.
I'm like, dang, I wish I would have started something before this.
You could have been at the crib like, hey, ain't nothing changed.
Yeah, I could be like, I don't even need to go to work, but
we here.
We gonna see how tomorrow hitting on.
Yeah.
If not, y'all.
She about to test it out. Friday, that's gonna be the day. You gonna see how we looking. Gonna give us an update. Hey, strip clubs too though. Real quick, I didn't even think about that. Strip clubs.
Damn.
They still outside.
Nah.
There's so much cash being transferred.
Yeah, like hands, like you're touching actual cash.
Hey. I ain't taking no cash at the bouncer.
Right. Hey, what are they taking? Cards only, bro, or cash app only?
Starbucks, one of my favorite places in the world, give us an ad. Yeah.
Coming soon.
You know, they no more reusable cups for the foreseeable future. You know, everything that they're serving is out of disposable. And just think about how that fucks up the environment even more.
Yeah, because now we can't recycle.
Legit, a month of waste, additional waste, like.
Which has to go
that's
somewhere.
So true.
It's crazy.
Man, the earth about to be mad at us,
disposable wipes, all these things that we're doing are all disposable. We can throw them away. What happens when we throw shit away?
Where does it go? And it just sits there.
We need to get an environmentalist one of these episodes.
Bro, that would be hard, bro.
She'll be fine.
Stay woke, man. What you got for him, my kid?
Bye.
No more DMs? Bye.
No more DMs. Stay safe.
Yes.
And stay prayed
Keep
up.
your mind right. Stay prayed up.
And be good from there.
You know, we are all gonna see you next time.
Yes, sir.
We speaking it.
We in it. Ikea, Josh, we out. Next episode, make sure that you guys keep tuning in, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and stay out of Ikea's DMs with Josh.
Hey,
what do people need to stop doing?
People need to start talking to me nice.
Talk to them nice. Simple.
Hey,
treat them right.
Yo.
3 Philly.
Man, we out. Peace.